Hey Scentsy family, it's Nellie Ryan with Team Success Rocks. Today I'm going to talk to you about basket parties and why I feel that they are absolutely essential to your business. A Scentsy basket party is basically an enhanced catalog party, and you provide your hostess a packet of scent testers along with catalogs and some extras, and then they get to carry it around with them for about 2 weeks usually, maybe a little bit less. And the reason for that is because if they have somebody that places an order right away when they get the basket party, then that person isn't waiting so much longer to get their order because they're not going to get it until everything is closed out and processed. So I usually say, like 10 to 14 days is probably a really great amount of time. And also having it any longer than that, there's no like pressure to buy. Like there's no sense of urgency. And so basket parties may not do as well. So basket parties are huge for your Scentsy business. For the first couple of years of my business, most of my business was ran off of basket parties. It wasn't until more recently that I really started doing a lot more home parties. And that's the beautiful thing about being a Scentsy consultant, is I'm able to choose and you're able to choose however you want to work your business. And so if you are not ready or uncomfortable with doing home parties, then a Scentsy basket party is a really great way to still get, hostesses and customers, and build your business that way. So, the little mini scent testers that you can purchase in the Scentsy family store only cost $25. That $25 is the most cost-effective, most valuable employee that you will pay for your pay in your business. What I did when I first started was I bought one, and then I separated all the scents into category, and then I took a couple from each category, and that way I had actually 2 basket parties. So I split out all the scent testers in half, and then I had 2 basket parties that could go around and do some work for me. And that worked really good in the beginning. So if you're just starting out, and sometimes when hostesses or customers get the basket, they might be a little bit overwhelmed with this. I mean, there's 80 plus fragrances in this bag. And so they might be like, oh my gosh, where do I even start? So having less fragrances for them to smell might be beneficial. Excuse me. As time went on, I started adding more. And so I started doing a couple of, half scent testers, and then I'd have a full set of scent testers. So if they got one and they said, oh, well, it doesn't have this scent in it, can I smell it? Then I could say, yep, I've got it. I'll run right over and I'll bring my other basket so they can smell the other scents. So, which didn't happen very often, but I at least had that available for them. And then as I grew, I added more and more, and now I do full sets of scent testers. And I have 9, and I'm probably going to add a couple more this season, just because they're constantly going with parties and fundraisers and things like that. So the basket party is really great for giving to your hostesses about a week ahead of time before their home parties too, because then they can get pre-orders and maybe entice some people, kind of show them what Scentsy is all about if they're not familiar with Scentsy. And so this is one of my basket parties here. And so it's a little Scentsy tote, which I just looked in the family store and I couldn't find them there. So I wonder if they're kind of switching them out and maybe bringing out some new ones for us. I hope so, because I really love them, and they're really nice because they have a thermal lining inside, so it kind of helps with added protection in the summertime from the heat. So you can actually throw an ice pack inside there and protect your scent testers. So I have chosen to, and I feel this is a little bit cheesy, but it's very helpful to my hostesses and customers to separate them out into the different categories, and they do have like little labels that I put on the bottom of these. Scentsy has come out with some really awesome little baggies for you to use, and I'm totally going to get my hands on those eventually. I just haven't made the investment yet, but I want to say it's about $15 for those, but it makes it look a lot nicer and not so noisy and unprofessional looking. But you know what? You do what you got to do, and this works, and it makes it a lot easier to find the scents that they're looking for, because if they're not interested in man scents, then they don't have to smell the bag with the man scents in it. If they're not interested in spa, they don't even have to touch that one. So so then what I add into my basket parties are, of course, I usually do 2 catalogs. If they ask for more, then I'll add more. But I usually do 2. That way they can always have one with them if they leave one at work, or if somebody wants to take a look at it, borrow it, whatever. So I do usually do at least 2, maybe 3. Like I said, if they ask for more, I'll always add more. And then I have the host folder, which you can purchase at the Scentsy Family Store, which is really nice. A great way to be able to keep track of your party information here. And then on the other side, you can keep track of all of your sales, their customers, how they paid, where they're at in sales. So then you can figure out what their host rewards will be. So this is extremely helpful. So I actually just fold it right in half and kind of use it as a little bit of a folder too. And so inside of that, I will put drawing slips. So if they decide that they want to enter my drawing, they certainly can, but the drawing slips actually allow them to check if they're interested in hosting, maybe they're interested in the opportunity, maybe they are aware of a fundraiser that might that they might benefit with Scentsy. And then I also do usually about 10 to 12 order forms, and depending, and of course if they need more order forms, I'm all about sending them more order forms. So, and then of course I'll do the flyer of the warmer and scent of the month, and any holiday flyers that might be going on at the time. Right now I just have the harvest brochure, and the holiday one will be coming, and I'll be putting that in there as well. And then I also include hosting, the host brochure, and the join brochure, because I want my hostesses to go through it and maybe think about the opportunity, and just maybe kind of plant some seeds and give a starting point of where we can talk about the opportunity and how it can benefit them, and bless them and their family. So, and then I have these 2 little extras here that I designed and made up, and one is tips for a successful Scentsy catalog party. If it's something that you're interested in having for your own basket party, my team, I will put that on our team page. If you're not from my team and you're interested in it, just message me and I can certainly send that over to you as well. And then I just laminated it, and then on the back I just have an example of, excuse me, an example of the breakdown of the Scentsy warmers and wax versus candles and the cost effectiveness and all of that. And then I have how to take outside orders. So it basically gives them a step-by-step on how to take orders, because of course when you're talking with a hostess, they're probably not going to remember everything that you say, and they need a reference point. So this is very helpful with that as well. So, and it's got my tax rate and what payments I accept and so on and so forth. So, that is pretty much it for my basket party. If I'm giving my basket party to somebody who is not very familiar with Scentsy, or maybe they have some people that they want to introduce Scentsy to, then I might also include maybe a plug-in and a bar of wax for them to carry around with them so they can try it out and see what they think. I don't always include that. It used to be pretty much a staple in my basket parties in the beginning, but it seems like more and more people are becoming more familiar with Scentsy, and so I find that it's not necessarily needed as much anymore, but I do have them on hand, so if they do request one, then I have it available for them. I think that's pretty much it. I guess one of the biggest things that I would recommend is definitely hostess coaching. Do a catalog walk with your hostesses, because you're not there and you're not able to answer questions on the spot like you would for a home party. Your hostess has to be able to have some knowledge of the product to be able to sell the product. And so I do go through a catalog walk explaining the wax and warmers, that it's a light bulb and not a flame, that it is a heating element, the different types of warmers that we have, and talk a little bit about the shadow warmer, the gallery warmer, the lampshade warmers, and so on and so forth. So they're educated a little bit in the products. And then it's very important for them to know which excuse me, which warmers are available to use in Combine and Save packages, which ones they can use for half off items, things like that. So that is extremely important, so they know what they're doing. I feel like I'm going to have a cough attack. Excuse me. So I'm going to cut this off now. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. You can find me on Facebook. My name is Nellie Ryan. You can friend request me. You can also find my business page by just searching Nellie Ryan, Independent Scentsy Consultant. And do 5 things today. 5 things today for your business. Something, it could be anything. It could be labeling catalogs, it could be calling past customers, it could be contacting family that maybe are not familiar with Scentsy and that don't know that you are a Scentsy consultant. Get the word out there to start talking to people. Wear Scentsy apparel. Just find things to do, because 5 a day will increase your pay. So get out there, be brave, and share the Scentsy blessing. Have a great day.